Flipside Tactics versus Exodus. Flipside, a team that most people did not expect to be in the losers bracket at this point, but IBP upsetting them on day one, putting them into the losers bracket. Exodus would have far rather faced IBP here, because Exodus formerly... Who were they before that? They used to be called Vex, I think. For the longest time they were called Vex when they used to play with J-Ra, not Moses. They had one of the best records for American teams against IBP. Like, Vex were the team that gave IBP the most trouble in America. You emailed me, I'll check my emails later, dude. I'll be casting Rocket Royale after I'm done streaming, so check out your emails later on. I'm going away this Thursday to go to Insomnia at Birmingham. So that's 24th of August, I'll be going away to Insomnia, Birmingham.
You saw how well Vogan did it and was able to clutch it in the end for his team by just calming his teammate down.
But maybe if we're lucky, I could get a coaching session in with you before then. We'll see.
It's gonna be a mental battle, but you look at these guys, Goliath versus, you know, like they've got a tough battle ahead, but they both can take it. We've seen this Exodus team go through a bunch of name changes.
What is this bickering in chat? My goodness. No, it's just called Insomnia. It's a LAN in Birmingham. The biggest UK LAN. What kind of things do I usually do in coaching sessions? I teach people how to dribble, shoot, like get a good first touch, ball control, defensive rotation, offensive rotation, half flips, fast aerials. It really depends what people can do. Like, if somebody shows an affinity for being able to do certain things, then obviously I won't teach them that. But if somebody doesn't know how to do a delayed flick, then I'll teach them how to do it. I just teach people to do stuff that they don't know how to do. That's a great pass by Garrett. Very well done. Defensive whiff from Flipside leading up to that play.
4:41 left to go. Exodus up by 1. Draw first blood. Match against Flipside. Moses and Turtle.
Yeah, that's what the 2 replay reviews are for at the start of a coaching session. Is I do 2 live replay reviews. Oh, what a shot by Cox! It's a great pass by Marky. He just like pops it past the defender, and Marky just sees Garrett, gets Garrett out the game, and Cox are reading the play perfectly. But yeah, like I was saying, I'll just do 2 replay reviews live, have a back and forth discussion with the student, and then from that I can get a quick evaluation of what the player most needs to add to their game. And then we work on that. We work on drills that they can do in their spare time to help them improve on their weaknesses.
Cookser's up for this one, gets it before Moses can touch it. It's going to hit the top of the crossbar and bounce out. Turtle follows this one. Marky is there. There's pressure from Flipside's coming through, but Garrett able to get that one cleared into the blue.
Really smart clear, nice and gentle too, showing patience, not trying to force anything. And that's why they get compared to Northern is the way that
Moses getting up pretty quick there. You know Moses got up quick because he's matching Cookser. Like Cookser really fast into the air.
Garrett now, ball control up in the air, try and drop it down for Turtle.
You beat Chad and he raged really hard. Congrats, dude. One time I found 10 pence on the ground. It's probably a more exciting story than beating Chad in solo doubles and him raging. I don't know why people care so much about a famous person raging, like they're just human.
He goes to the far side. Now Garrett into the middle, over to the corner where Moses is waiting. Mike's able to get it past it, put it all the way back into the corner. I see Moses.
How much do I charge per hour? $50 an hour for coaching. $50 an hour. American dollars, not dollary dues. Cox with a low shot straight at the goalkeeper. That turns the pressure around. Now Exodus are able to put the pressure on.
Moses comes in to provide pressure. Turtle falling back to pick up boost. Now rotates back into the middle. Keeps the pressure on Flipside's.
That's a really good touch by Mike. Look how he managed to get that ball to like roll up the wall. A lot of players in that position accidentally make it bounce hard into the middle. So credit to Mike for getting a really important touch there. And a demo. Marky nearly stealing Cux's hit there. That was definitely Cuxer's hit and Marky cutting in front of him. That's something that you see people do a lot in solo standard. They'll just like go in for a hit, then do a really sharp rotation and try and hit the ball up the well when their teammate's actually coming in for a much cleaner hit. So we could attribute that partly to the Cuxer never communicating in game. Oh, that's such a good read by Cux.
Moses'
really
shot
difficult to
come in,
do that.
keeping that pressure on. Moses back passes to Garrett, who keeps in the corner. Turtle
Yeah, Marky's rotation in attack is sometimes a bit too sharp for my liking. He likes to be involved in the play. It sometimes leads to him taking shots from cucks. Like Mike and Marky were quite bad for that, but it's again, like I said, cucks doesn't like to talk in game, so it might be to do with that. Him not cucks not calling it.
Marky's waiting in the middle, who takes a shot downfield. It's gonna go in.
What a shot! Oh my word! Bar down from the midfield. That air roll by Marky though. Marky switching to the Octane for day 2 of the LAN, maybe just because he didn't feel like he played very well with Marauder against Kings of Urban. Wanted to switch something up. Speaking of dollary dues, Stoney showed me a $50 do at the LAN. He didn't give it to me, he just showed it to me. Like, what am I going to do with a dollary do? I can't buy anything in the UK with that. Me being a coach basically admitting I can't play anymore. Oh, nice. Mike with his scrub kill it impression. Goal line redirect, but this one's actually a useful one. Oh, Moses is just like, come on, what am I supposed to do against that? But no, I've like never really had aspirations of being a pro player in Rocket League. Even from the very first games that I played of Rocket League, I was like, nah, I'm never going to be pro in this game. But what I can do is be an analyst, because nobody else is doing that very well. Or at least nobody else is doing it very well at the time of me starting off on that road. I just looked at the competition and I thought, yeah, I could do this. I could do this better than anybody else right now, so I just decided to start doing it. And yeah, coaching, I never planned that either. That's actually just people have requested me. Like, I just had a business email and I started getting a lot of requests about it. Then the more and more people asking about it, the more and more people hear about it when I answer the question, so that's how I got into coaching. It was not deliberate at all, it just happened. Met some really cool people through coaching though, so I don't regret it at all. That's a nice shot from Garrett. Cuck's going up early to try and predict where he needs to fly. Good job by Moses. That's exactly what I've been talking about. Getting these high passes instead of hitting it straight to the goalkeeper. Slowly. Do I know if Cuck's talked at all at comms LAN? I think he did a little bit, but not very much. Not very much.
To tie this one up with Flipside, here comes Turtle, pushes it into the corner. Solid presence from Exodus. Looks just touches light, but Marky is
hey, real full metal 21. I appreciate that, dude. It's just because I've done it a lot. Like, it's just practice like anything else. Like, if you watch a ton of replays in Rocket League, then you're gonna get better at analyzing it and just seeing immediately what goes wrong, because you start to notice recurring things. Like, again, going for demos. This is sort of a new look Mike Rules, this aggressive demo hunting fiend. And he was doing that on purpose. He felt like demos would be a big thing at the LAN, and he wasn't wrong. Like, demos were really important.
The passing game is just so strong. They get it down the field so quickly. Now Moses up on the side. 4 seconds left for them to carry this one, and they're going to have to make a full court carry if they want to keep this one alive. They've got it up to midfield. What a touch from Turtle. Can Garrett finish this one off?
Oh my word.
Close. They barely lose, and Flipside hangs on by a hair.
You talk about that
so close. Like, look how long this is 0 seconds for as well.
4 seconds left for them to carry this one, and they're going to
0 seconds now.
court carry if they want to keep this one alive. They've got it up to midfield.
What a touch by Turtle. Garrett should have had that. He should have had that.
So close, they barely lose.
You think I got a bogey on my mustache?
You talk about that full court carry and
Nah.
that one touch
This is just a
was
gap
able to go, and then
right
Garrett
here.
doing what he
This
does
is like
best, playing off
deliberate. Like, see, like the hair in the middle of the mustache. You like, you know, you comb it both ways, and you just like cut the hair in the middle because it doesn't really, it doesn't know where to go. That's like I've got a beard comb. See, you just like comb it both ways.
Made them work for it so hard, and I would not count
That was so close. Garrett would have had that most of the time. I think the nerves of the LAN just got to him though.
plays from Flipside dominating so far. I would like to see one of these teams step up and take it to that next level.
Is Massimina good? Yep.
Game 5, where they just put a whole new level of pressure on such
Was
fast
Exodus the youngest
Both of
team?
these teams, they
I think
match very
probably.
well against
I think
each other.
Exodus were probably the youngest
That's why
team.
you see teams like Northern Gaming and Flipside go back and forth. Statistically, they're almost identical, and that's why we call
Cringe.
Exodus
No, this is life advice,
the mini
guys.
Northern Gaming.
If you've decided to grow some facial hair, make sure to comb it and use beard oil, because that helps the hair grow in the right direction and look less like a homeless person.
Just to keep their goal clean, much less getting the ball back on the Flipside side to score.
My voice is actually kind of happy Garrett didn't make that. Only because I don't know if I can handle it. So, what a beautiful shot coming out.
Exodus the youngest, yeah. I think Moses is 19, if I'm not mistaken. And Garrett and Turtle are 16, or 15 and 16 respectively. How much do I charge per hour for beard grooming tips? 50 an hour. Everything for me is 50 an hour. Same rate, same time. I just charge for my time. Fake kickoff by Flipside, which the casters really liked explaining every time it happened. Hey, we get it, guys. It's a fake kickoff strategy. Oh my goodness, Marky's doing absolutely nothing here. Marky's just sitting underneath the ball, hoping that people miss. Backflip from Marky. Sitting underneath the ball, he's like, "Bleh! Don't hit it on target, no." You couldn't flex all your muscles enough. You need to do it, like, you need to flex your muscles harder. It's especially your leg muscles. Like, if you're sitting down, then just try and, like, push your leg muscles into the floor. Or just, like, put one of your legs in front of the other and then push them against each other, because your leg muscles are like the big ones. They're the ones that are going to kill the boner the most. What up, the Dino? How you doing, man? All a Flipside in the corner. Pretty risky. That's why Marky shouldn't be following his team into the corner right here. We don't really get to see what happened on the replay, so we'll just look right here. We see where it all goes wrong for Flipside. Like, Marky right here should not be driving forward because he's worried about Cux's follow-up. He wants to follow up on anything that Cux does, basically. Like, if Cux does a challenge and the ball bounces off this wall and comes back into the middle, Marky's wanting to get that, but that's really Mike's ball. We see Mike rules in the near post here. Marky shouldn't be driving forward here because he's basically, any ball that spills into the middle, Mike's got it anyway, so Marky being here is just not the right position. He should be further back, because as soon as Turtle hits this ball in, nobody's ready to come forward at the ball for Flipside. Marky's facing the wrong way, and his clear goes straight to Moses, because he's out of position.
What a beautiful read by Moses, showing patience. He gets the stop here, and then has a teammate of Turtle flying.
Do you get a discount for coaching based on how many months you've subbed? I'm afraid not, but I will try and get some other perks for subs, don't worry. I've got some plans, mostly revolving around Sub Wars. Sub Wars is something I want to look into, where I get my subs to play against some other caster subs and we both cast the games. That could be a lot of fun.
Moses able to push that one back to the blue. Here comes Cookser across the top, up to Mike, who's in an aggressive position. Great angle, but Moses able to get the save and keep it away.
Those pass plays have got to be scary coming up from Flipside. They attack so quickly.
Yeah, Mahulis, you don't need to explain why it works, so you just need to say they're deliberately missing the kickoff to give possession to their own goalkeeper when the ball spills through. You don't need to explain everything else. People have eyes. You only need to tell them what they can't see, the thought processes and stuff. Oh, what a pass from Mike. Cucks a fake on two people. He didn't mean to fake that, but he did get the fake on two people.
Garrett showing up on both offense and defense, rotating in to make that crucial save, keeping them at a shutout.
It's a good save by Turtle.
They're moving back and forth. They're actually controlling most of the possession of this game, despite a couple key plays coming out. And defense.
Fiction 226 saying casters need to do less play-by-play and more analysis. Actually, the casters are doing exactly what they're told. They've got mentors, Golden Boy, who's on the stage for their RLCS hosting, and also Justin Delario, who's the boss. He's like the production manager, just a manager of everything, pretty much, related to the RLCS. They've got very clear ideas of what they want the casters to be doing, and based on that is what the casters are trying to model their casting around, so you can't really blame them for doing what they do. What happened to the defense here? This is a great recovery by Marky. Look at this. That recovery is nuts. And then Turtle feels backflip, man. This recovery is insane, though. Wow. Alright then.
Marky get turned around just in time to send that one screaming towards the goal. There we go. Flipside's on the board. We see them continuing on here with
what is background behind face cam? This is just a green screen. It's just a green screen. There's actually a white tack on the wall up here. That's what you're seeing, holding the face cam in place. I might paint it green so it doesn't show up that little white pixel. I'm sorry about the white pixel, boys. Oh, this save was incredible, by the way. I remember this save. This save is absolutely out of this world. Not the greatest clear by Cux, but notice right here, he's jumped up to block a shot preemptively, completely blind. Completely blind. He's not had any time to look at where his opponents are. Like, the last thing a Cuxer sees is this. He sees somebody going up for this ball, and that's the last thing that he sees in the middle. This is pure read on the ball's position by Cux. Probably best save of the tournament right there. Like, look at this again. I can't emphasize enough, like, the level of awareness that Cux needs to have to make this save. Like, all he's doing is blocking a shot because he knows where the ball is. Look at that. He can't even see the ball. He just puts his car perfectly between the ball and the goal. Blind save, preemptive jump, up in the air before he even sees a shot. Out of this world. That's next level defending. Do I stream coaching sessions? No, I don't. 3 players, I think, aren't playing together now. That would be good if they formed a team together.
You see Mike putting it up, and then after that shot, bumps Turtle just in case.
What a pass by Marky. This that assist. That's pretty funny.
Who puts it right next to 2 players. That placement was perfect.
Tie game, game number 2. We've been here before. 2:16 left to go. Anyone's game at this point. Exodus scored early, and Flipside was able to bring it back. Marky now taking a shot on the net. Garrett is able to get that one away. Shot was a bit
What was I talking about before this happened? For that bizarre pass by Marky. I thought I saw something in chat that I was going to answer to.
Marky reads it so well, sends it to the far side where Mike is waiting. Solid passing coming out from Flipside again. This is what they're known for. Cuxer's shot going to be going high.
Not the greatest pass by Cux. Notice that ball hitting off the backboard like it does is automatically clearing itself. Oh yeah, my dream team, basically. You kind of want to know what my dream team would be. If I could pick any 3 players who, I'm going to say, like, from different teams just to make it a bit more interesting. Who would I pick and why? Like, for me... Oh, Cux with the bind game. Not the best flick, though. Like, for me, I would want somebody from Flipside, and I mean, either Marky or Cux is fine. I wouldn't mind who. Like, I guess Greasy's now on Flipside too, so he's an option, but I would probably want Marky or Cux ahead of Greasy for now. Greasy's not proven on Flipside. It's really tough to pick between Marky and Cux because they both bring very different things to the team. Like, they complement each other very well. Very good teammates. But if I had to pick one of them, I would probably say Marky, just because Cux's lack of communication might throw people for a loop. Might throw off some teammates. So just based on that alone, I'd say Marky. Then, since Greasy's now left Northern Gaming, I would pick Remco probably, because I think he would complement Marky more than Maestro would. Remco's a really solid defender, the most solid defender on Northern Gaming, in my opinion. Maestro's more of an attacking player. And then I would probably pick up Chronovi because IBP are like top 3 LAN team alongside Northern and Flipside. Well, IBP are the #1 LAN team at the moment. So I think Chronovi is their MVP. So that would be my team. Remco, Chronovi, Marky.
Marky clears it away. Can they finish this one off? Final second, they got to keep it alive. There's the setup. Cooks are able to clear it, and we're going to have overtime.
Overtime? Bit of an interesting one. Like, these games, 3-2 game 1 where Garrett hit the ball on the goal line on 0 seconds. Terrible kickoff by Flipside right there. The ball ramping up over the kickoff player, going straight back towards the net. Very difficult for a team to defend. What a pass by Marky. Look at Flipside in the camera. I like that they moved the cameras from the middle of the screen to the bottom corners. Look at Marky in the camera right here. You can hear the "come on! Come on!" I can hear it. Drinking another gallon of water. Come on! I can see it.
My goodness, this has been such close games, but both times we've been able to see Flipside come out.
No Gambit? No, I've never seen Gambit play at a LAN, so why would I pick him for a LAN team?
Buzzer beater goal not quite going in this time with overtime.
Natzur, I've said that too. I think K-Dot would be a decent player for Northern Gaming to replace Greasy with. Do I think Flipside will win Rocket Royale? Not today because Marky's on holiday. They're playing with Bipod, who although is like solid, I don't think he's anywhere near Marky's level.
Absolutely, and it's interesting because the earlier you get out to that lead, the more time you give the other team to kind of get into comeback mode and come back into that. So they were able to get those 2 goals very, very early.
What are my credentials? Why you talk so much about people's mistakes and almost every mistake? Let me see you do better. My credentials are that I am smarter than everybody. You should check out Remco and those cams. He's drunk on every replay, really? Mike's really funny on the camera as well. He's got like the most frowning and like, you know, eyebrow movement out of everybody.
Playing it off that backboard, getting first to the ball is where they are so strong. Someone has to go and contest that, otherwise it's going to be big trouble for Exodus. They lose this and they're out.
Absolutely, yeah. Exodus now on the line. They're down 2-0 in the series. They got to do the reverse.
Yeah, Scrub Killer Blue and Mistake have teamed up. That's the team of players who can't actually play RLCS because they're all too young, I believe. Do I really believe that? Yeah, of course I do. Get on my level, bro. Get triggered. Z7D's TM. Wow, what a name. Of course, like, last time I checked, brains and fingers were not the same. They are in fact completely mutually exclusive. If it were not for, like, nerve networks and blood flow, then they would not be... Oh, go do it, Cucks. What a finish. So precise. But yeah, just like any profession or skill in the world, knowing about it and executing it are 2 completely different skills. I shouldn't have to explain this again, but I know that somebody's probably just trying to troll me, so I might as well. Underage! Yeah, they should call their team, they should definitely call their team Baby Rage. In fact, I'm going to message Scrub right now. What? He's offline. Right, I'll message Mistake. What is your team name? Should be Baby Rage. There we go. I would definitely call them Baby Rage.
Carry this one. Get towards the goal. He's gonna drop it in with a double touch. Oh my goodness.
Cuxer's just a monster. Pretty much undefendable. Like, how do you stop that? The only way to stop that is to make it hit the, or to stop it from hitting the back wall.
First Pluto and now Cooks are the double tap goals coming in hot today in the RLCS. Mike Rules gets demoed by Moses, but Cooks are able to send another shot.
Sleep twitch. That's funny.
Again in Exodus territory. Cookser over to Marky, gonna try and pass this one around. Moses pops it out, but Cookser interrupts it.
Or like another name for Scrub Killer Team would be like Marbo's Playground. That could be pretty good. That could be a pretty good name. Bit more of an inside joke though.
Yeah, the pressure coming in, and you see a lot of that too, based on the setup.
Yeah, that last goal we saw from Cuxer's like the hardest thing to defend in Rocket League. Just a high back wall rebound, because you have to defend the goal when the player goes up to hit the backboard. You're covering the goal, and then he hits it high, and it's too high for you to go up for usually. Great pass by Moses right here. But yeah, when somebody goes for a high backboard pass, usually the goalkeeper's on the ground in case you shoot it low. Then you hit it too high for him to jump for, and then rebound it before he has a chance to go up for the second rebound. Marbo wants to get left out of it. I think it would be a decent name, Marbo. You'd be paying homage to yourself.
Get it past Flipside, put a point on the game board. See if they're able to get this one around. Cookser there to interrupt. Garrett puts it onto the backboard again. Moses is in position, but Mike able to interrupt, and Marky's up so quickly, trying to push the counterplay. The zone from
Mike going for the goalkeeper bump again.
And they're able to keep this score march.
The autocam deciding to zoom in on a player really quickly there. Oh, Marky with the pass down at the ground for Cux.
Moses on the counterplay has gotten up in.
That's something that we usually see IBP do, is when Lachinio is up the pitch on the ground, Kronovi will just fire the ball down onto his head. Oh, Cux, again. With a mind game, as usual.
Moses roaming at the midfield, waiting for a pass. Turtle falls back for boost.
Sorry, but I think the video's dropping frames. It's not my stream, it's just the video that I'm watching. It's got some frame drops. Not much I can do about that one.
Now Garrett with the clear, had lots of time. Able to drop that one down. Markey is right in front of the
Oh my
goal. Garrett couldn't
goodness, was
finish
that
it
Markey
off.
again?
Still a 1-point game for Flipside.
That was a huge mistake from Flipside.
Now Garrett with the clear, had lots of time.
It is Markey centering it. That should be a goal. And accidentally clearing it as well. Like, look at the rebound here. Just hits off Garrett and goes wide. But yeah, Cux actually had that ball before Markey centered it. He should, like, Markey shouldn't be going for it.
He's one of the best, if not the best, in North America at shot percentage, and just his accuracy is unreal. I can't believe he missed that.
Oh, man,
Moses and Cux with a brief makeout session.
Tried to make the best of it. Cooks are able to clear it away. Moses still at the midfield, pops it out for a teammate. If anyone can get there, looks like Mike's gonna be the first one to touch it. Takes a shot, but Garrett able to clear it. Now Moses into the far corner. Markey and Cooks are falling back. Pusher picks this one up. 1:45 left to go. Still 2-1 in favor of Flipside. Turtle pop goes off the corner, and Cookster's able to drop.
Oh,
it down.
no
Markey
way.
wasn't able
That
to
actually
clear it.
hit the curve so
Moses clears it
dangerously.
away in time and keeps the pressure on. He's downfield with no one in front of the net. See if he can put this one out for a teammate. Markey Duda pops it onto the wall. Mike Rules will respond. Over to Markey again. Amazing passing from Flipside once more. But Garrett able to provide pressure. Push it back into the blue.
Exodus doing a fantastic job.
Oh, so well played by Mike. He snitched the boost away, and then he went power slide on the wall, which is something I always see people making a mistake while doing. Like, power sliding on the wall is not the easiest thing. Bit of an awkward position.
It's all down to this. Exodus needs 1 point just to stay alive in the tournament right now. Mike Rule's coming in to try and finish it.
Okay, that should be a goal.
But here comes
Mike will not be happy with himself for that miss. They don't need the goal, but being 2 in the lead would have been pretty nice for Flipside, because 1 goal advantage is not fun. I think Garrett thought that was going to hit the ceiling, but it just came straight down, or it came like down slowly. Is Mike playing today? I don't think so. But there's the 2-goal lead. A tear away. I'm Challenger Elite, dude. I'm Challenger Elite in like 1 bracket and like nearly All-Star in the other 3. I'll go and get Champion again this season just to make people feel better. It doesn't mean anything for me, but some people like to see the purple rating.
Garrett clears it into the corner. 18 seconds left. They got to score like right now if they want to have any opportunities. But Mike,
nice patience by Mike. Not the best throw though. This is the sort of thing that I've talked about to people, is Mike like just goes for a straight front flip here, but if he actually just pops the ball, he also has the ball positioned a little bit too far forward in his car. This is where a delayed flick would be really nice, because you jump, air roll towards the ball, then you flick it and it goes like further forward more reliably. Also kind of mind games Moses, because he'll see you popping it and think, well, is he going to pop it again, or is he going to air dribble it, and then bam, flick. Jigale95, thanks for the sub, dude. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, Mike actually just flips right underneath the ball, which is, that's what happens when you don't air roll into the ball sometimes, especially with shorter cars like the Octane.
10 seconds, 9, 8, it's counting down for them as Turtle and Garrett move up on the offense. If they can put one in, they might have a buzzer beater, but it's hit 1 second. You can't score 2.
Yeah, pretty close series, but still 3-0.
Move on, taking the series 3-0.
Flipside showing why they're so dangerous.
Still 3-0. Flipside, although they had 3-2 in 2 games. That's Cux on the left, Markey in the middle, Mike on the right hand side. On this side we got Turt on the left, Garrett in the middle, Moses on the right. Another 3-0. A lot of 3-0s happening at the LAN. You'd follow if I shut up. That's how we get the follows, guys! You just listen to the single viewer and obey them, and you get them to follow. That's what I need. I need 1 more follower. That would be, that would mean the world to me. 1 more follow. Oh, man, I would kill. We dem babies. I just heard that Mistake Scrub and Bluey called themselves We Dem Babies. I think that Baby Rage would have been better, because they have an emote for them. It's made for them.
On the stage with Markey for an interview. Golden Boy, take it away.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, Markey like
Congratulations on your victory. Give it up
swearing.
for
Well,
Flipside
like
Tactics. Great job.
just like, it's not really swearing. It's just like
So,
slightly rude
you
words twice
know
in
that
this
you
interview.
have this literal god on your team named Cooks here, because this guy, he's amazing. He's amazing.
That's fantastic. Yes, yesterday, like, I may not. I may as well not
Voice
even been
crack.
there, and Cux just went and scored every goal he went for. You know, every time Cux had space, I was like, oh, I'll just, you know, check my phone, check my Twitter. So,
Marky doesn't even have Twitter. Actually, he does. He's called Shagbot. Flipside Shagbot. He's such an idiot.
We really brought it to you at the opening of a couple games, but you guys were always able to answer back right away. I guess as soon as like that first goal would go through, what was the thought process for you guys? I mean, obviously you keep your heads in the game, but what else? What were you saying to your
Cuxer didn't want to get interviewed.
Cux was shaking a wee bit. I don't know if he was cold or nervous, but I was just like, you know, it's okay. You've done your part. We'll play well today. So, you know, I was just making sure everyone's calm, everyone was focused. You know, not getting hung up on conceding a goal or anything or a miss or something. We just played our game and we played well. Yeah.
So, and of course, it was obviously very, very relevant in the game. You guys did such a phenomenal job. But you move on in this tournament, one step closer to the final. You're making a loser bracket run here, or a lower bracket run. You also have the Flying Dutchman that you're going to be facing off against as well. Thoughts in regards to that match, because they have been on a tear lately.
I mean, I don't think we've ever lost to the Flying Dutchman, so. It's true. I don't think we have ever lost to the Flying Dutchman.
It's a fact.
So I think we're very confident. They're probably like, you know, crapping themselves. Like, oh no.
Crapping themselves.
Keep going.
I'm sure, I reckon the Flying Dutchman would have been pretty happy with fourth. So like, they're not gonna
Oh.
be, you know.
Oh.
You were just so mean. My goodness.
He's just telling the truth, though.
That's why we love you. So, Marky, congratulations.
He's telling
on
the truth,
Flipside all
though.
the way.
I hope so. Yeah.
So a lot of confidence that you just said, I hope so. I respect it.
I hope so. I gotta be realistic, you know. I mean, if we play well, we'll win. But
Woody Lamau.
If you don't, you lose. Hey, it's that simple. Yeah, it's just how it works, you know? Competition. Anyway, Marky, thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it. Guys, give it up for Marky Duda.
Marky Duda.
Amazing. All right, we're going to go ahead, toss it over to
What are you on about?
our
Golden Boy
analyst
looks
breakdown.
really comfortable. Golden Boy's great.
Thanks, Golden Boy. And Flipside, as you guys predicted, taking out Exodus. Of course, Exodus showed a lot of fight, and honestly, a great team, and they'll be back. But that does mean that 3 North Americans are not out of the tournament. There's only 1 North American team left, I'm a Power Cosmic. But in that match, Flipside versus Exodus, just dominant play.
When's the Rocket Rail stream? It'll be starting in just over an hour.
Like Luller said, that 3-0 does not really tell the storyline. These were some close matches off the bat.
Yeah, they started.
I mean,
Exodus actually
they were
played
close
pretty well.
matches,
Games
but
1 and 2 just heartbreaking losses.
still, Flipside were, you know, they deserved to win all 3 games.
That's what they do best. They win close games.
It really didn't look like
It
didn't look like Exodus were gonna win more than a game this series. After you saw game 1, it didn't really look like they were gonna win more than a game. Like if they snatched a game in overtime, that wouldn't have been hugely surprising. But
This one was all Cookster.
oh, Cookster, what a goal!
Double tap was absolutely insane. You can see Cooks just off the bounce, passing to himself once.
Look at that! Look when he turns on ball cam here. Cox is incredible without ball cam. Look at this read.
Off the backboard double tap.
He's doing this purely off the circle on the ground. He leaves ball cam off here because he wants to see what Garrett and Turtle are doing. And also to see where Moses is. He wants to make sure that he's getting a clean jump, and he jumps just underneath the circle. Only turns on ball cam after he's already way in the air. Doesn't matter. Still perfectly recovery.
A team effort from Flipside.
Yeah, but the Exodus was hanging in there. Like Garrett played really well, Turtle played really well, but Cooks here is just too good in that Batmobile. I think he's in the Justice League, the next movie.
Thoughts new format for RLCS is probably an improvement, I think.
Yes. Like I'm down to watch it. It can't be worse than Batman.
Yeah, dude, Scrubkiller was at the LAN. Scrubkiller was at the LAN. His face is out there now.
I want to announce the MVP of that match, and I think the crowd knows it, everyone knows it. Cookser is your MVP.
Cookser with the most badass picture in all of the RLCS. Look at that guy. Complete nerd slayer.
So well under it, and Marky though he also was huge in that series. Lots of assists.
Alright, take it easy, Rose. Take it easy, Autism.
His hands were shaking, he was still shooting, and he was still scoring an insane.
That's James quoting what song? My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. What song is that?
Take it away, you're fine. Open space, he just makes it.
I don't think Gibbs or Axel realized that James is just quoting a song. His hands are shaking, but he's still shooting.
Just hope and pray. When he's in the air, you hope he misses, but it's very, very unlikely.
So Flipside did look very dominant in that series, winning it 3-0. What do you think their chances are?
Yeah, Scrub's too young
Going
for
forward?
RLCS.
It's going to be a difficult road for them. They're gonna
Maestro
go
is
through
a
the
bay at
first
LAN.
half.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
very confident. Like they said, they have beaten them pretty, consistently in the past, but the Flying Dutchmen are making a run at this live event. But that being said, they just have 2 more series to go through before they make it into the grand final. And depending on how that Northern Cosmic game goes, they have a pretty good shot at making a run.
Yeah, but I think Flipside loves being in the lower bracket. Plus, they get.
I've got a challenge for Z7D's TM. Tell me one thing that I've said that is incorrect. Tell me anything. I bet that there's nothing that you can pick out. But I want to see you try. Like, tell me one of the things that I've said this stream which is wrong. Just one. That's all you need to do. Tell me one thing. Because you're not going to be able to do it. I'll enjoy watching your attempt though. It's not a song, it's an FPS. Yeah, hands are shaking. But I'm still shooting, still hitting those headshots. Boom, headshot, boom, headshot. Yeah, what's that from again? Do you think Rocket League will still be popular when Scrub is 15? I think so.
For North America in winning and becoming a champion at the first ever RLCS.
Boom, headshot is the song. Dogi wasn't the best goalkeeper in the world. Ah, if only I hadn't said that.
What?
We are.
What?
Are we allowed to even say that?
I don't know.
So secret.
Oh my
They
God.
haven't cut us off yet.
There's something wrong. What did I say though? What did I say that was wrong? I love when people just like call me out with zero evidence. They're like, dude, you're talking out your ass. And then they don't like tell me anything that they disagree with. I really wanted somebody to bring some evidence to the party so that we can have a discussion instead of just somebody saying, dude, you're talking out your ass, and me saying, no, I'm not, and that being the end of the discussion. Age limit for LCS is probably because of laws of how to pay people. Could I hit champion by solo queuing? Yeah, probably. Probably. I mean, I did it last season, so I can't see why I wouldn't be able to do it this season. So I get paid for life advice. Sure, dude. If somebody wants to pay me 50 an hour for like something legal that isn't Rocket League coaching, then I'd consider it. Nice cup. Yeah, it's a pretty good cup actually. We got the Rocket League on this side. Is it visible in the camera? Let me just check. Yeah, it is. We got Rocket League. Then the other side, we've got the Rocket League shield thing. You could buy those at the Rocket League store. Zero evidence, you suck, that's what's wrong. Yeah, that's what I thought, dude. That's what I thought. You've got no evidence, as expected. Come back next time and tell me one thing that you disagree with, and then we can discuss why you're wrong and why I'm right. But until then, we're just going to have to continue with the empty arguments that you're providing me with, which are, as entertaining as they are. It would be nice if somebody would actually bring some fire to the party. Most of the time people just have, they bring a massive gun, and they point the gun at me like, dude, you're talking at your ass, but then I'm like, dude, you don't have any ammunition, mate. I'm not really that scared, so you should probably load some ammunition. 1v1 me, Lomao, look at this guy. I mean, the best part is I'd probably win. Like, most of the people in my chat are far worse than me at 1v1, so I'd probably win, but will I give him the screen time? No. I would not give anybody the publicity of actually being allowed to play against me.